is it decreases the frequency. So now you're not buying 5 separate wigs, you're making one transaction, which means that is one import, because especially if you're buying from one vendor, all of that is going to come at the same time. So it's going to be one transaction. You could be lucky and get it customs duty free. You could be unlucky and get it at customs duty, but that way it makes it much more easier for you to not spend any much more than what you had budgeted. You must also budget for customs duty just in case. So how they calculate your customs duty, what they do is they take the amount that you paid in dollars, they convert it to rands, and then they take, I think, 20% of that amount. So that's the rand value. They take 20% of the rand value. That is the customs duty. And then they also add to that VAT. So they calculate VAT on that 20% and they add to it. And then another addition is 10% of the whole amount, including VAT. Sorry. And then they also have a handling fee. What that handling fee is basically is when the thing arrives, the courier company must pay the customs to get the thing into their warehouses, and then they charge that onto you because it's like a prepayment from their side. So they charge it onto you for you to pay. So guys, basically what I'm saying is you must have a budget, né? When you're buying something, you must budget, you must have a budget of at least half of what you paid for the hair to get to you. But most of the time you don't pay customs. How to not pay customs? Guys, this is not a full-on formula, but every year a South African individual has got 3 imports that are free. 3, only 3. And this is 3 imports, not just from AliExpress. This is 3 imports from your whole spectre every single year. And then therefore they charge you, because what they're saying is if you're having more than 3 imports, what is the guarantee that you're not starting a business with those recurring imports? So if you are starting a business or you're going to sell whatever that you're importing, then obviously SARS wants a piece of their pie, so they're going to charge you customs for that. So you have 3 imports that are absolutely free. Thereafter they charge you on the value of whatever you are importing. Also, to avoid import duty, not to avoid, yes, to avoid, yeah, to avoid, not evade, to avoid import duty, if you're buying for less than 500 rand, you don't pay customs duty on whatever that you bought, as long as it's less than 500 rand. When that value is converted into rands, it's not more than 500 rand. And what vendors also do sometimes is they also promise you that they will refund you at least half of what you paid for customs, and that half they refund to you in dollars via PayPal. So you must have PayPal if you want to get refunds. If you want to collect refunds, get PayPal. And now in South Africa, F&B, even if you don't have an F&B account, grants you the opportunity for you to be able to claim whatever you have in your PayPal balance. And you can also buy from other places with your PayPal balance, such as Fancy Beauty, such as Makeup Revolution, which is Revolution Beauty, the actual website, not the division at Clicks. And you can buy, you used to be able to buy on AliExpress, but you can't anymore. So you can buy on other sites as well with your PayPal balance, or you can convert it into rands and get it into your bank account. So your decision, you decide what you want to do with your balance. So that is basically it when it comes to customs on hair. I don't think there's anything else when it comes to hair that I'd like to touch on, because buying hair on AliExpress is a very simple thing compared to other things. Oh yes, there was a question that I was asked on Instagram, because I had a questions tab for this topic that I'm doing right now, and someone asked me what vendor can they get proper wigs and not bundles. Most vendors do sell wigs, But the one vendor that I have heard like stellar recommendations and stellar reviews about has to be King. I think it's King HJ Hair, but it's King. It's a King vendor. Yes, King. The name of the vendor is called King. And then I also wanted you guys, I also wanted to touch on the fact that when you're ordering your hair on AliExpress, give it plus minus 2 weeks. So if you want to wear your hair next week, you have to order last week. That's the simplest way I can explain it, because these courier companies, what happens is they can take their time sometimes. When it gets to the process of being cleared in terms of customs, that process can take about 2 to 3 days. I remember when I first bought my very first bundles from VIPBeauty, DHL literally kept the hair for a week longer because their clearance system took super long. So it's very important for you guys to give the hair at least 2 weeks. So if you have an event, for example, it's grad season and you have your grad, and let's say your grad in April, you want to make sure that you buy your hair probably at the end of March or the beginning or the beginning week of April, so that you make sure that your hair arrives. And I think I'm done when it comes to hair on AliExpress. I don't think there's really much more information that I can give when it comes to hair. If you guys do have questions to ask, especially about vendors, you can ask me in the comment section below. I will definitely respond, and I will tell you what I think about a specific vendor if I have worked with it before. And also I will leave in the description box the vendors that I know have got super all right. So hair is not the only thing that you can get on AliExpress. That is the next compartment of this video. Now I'm going to talk about certain things that you can get from AliExpress other than hair. For example, this canvas head that I'm using right now to make this wig, I bought it on AliExpress. I bought makeup brushes on AliExpress. I bought phone covers. I bought my tripod stand for my canvas head on AliExpress. I have bought a lot on AliExpress. Like, I love AliExpress. Like, it's the one place for me. It's the equivalent of Wish, because a lot of people know Wish, but it's the one that delivers proper things and not like tiny things or a strand of hair when you're expecting 3 bundles and a closure. So I have bought a lot on AliExpress. These are the type of small things that are shipped with the post office. Even clothing. I've never bought clothing on AliExpress, but I know of people who have. Even clothing, it takes forever to arrive. So you must be very careful with that. So now when you are buying something else other than hair on AliExpress, like makeup brushes, clothing, and the things that I have mentioned, you must look at the orders of the vendor. So say you search makeup brushes and you see a lot of vendors. They're going to be makeup brushes for 50 Rand, they're going to be makeup brushes for 100 Rand. Different prices, different sort of scenario, different sort of things. First things first that you must look at, especially for these vendors where they can only ship using the post office, right, which is going to say something like ships via AliExpress standard shipping or China Post or something like that, but it's going to have next to it a lot of days. So it's going to have like 37 to 57 days before it arrives, and so on. It's going to have a lot of days before it arrives. The first thing you look at is how many orders that vendor has actually processed and has actually done. So most of the time you can't find YouTube videos for small things like micellar things on AliExpress. So that's the only way you can look at it. And you can also look at reviews given by people at the bottom of those reviews I could trust, because those people most of the time they post pictures of whatever they bought. So for example, my canvas head, this thing over here, it's lived through life. It's literally gone through the most. If you look at it right now, it's the ghetto. But this canvas head, For example, before I bought it, I searched, I want a canvas head, and I said I want a canvas head that comes with a desk stand. So it is that thing that you can put at your desk. Here it is. It's this thing, but this one I bought at Universal. It's 100 Rand at Universal here in PE. But the one I bought on AliExpress, I broke it by accident. This thing is not easily broken, so you have to understand how clumsy I am for me to break it. But I broke it, so I bought a new one. But it came with that stand nevertheless, and it came with a free gift of T-pins, which is what I use to pin down when I am doing a wig. This is what a T-pin looks like. Let me try. I'll show you guys what a T-pin looks like. That's what a T-pin looks like. It came with this as a free gift. I got this canvas head with the stand for about 350, if not less. I'm really not sure. But what I did before I bought it is I looked at the reviews that people gave, and they posted pictures of it, and they were like, oh, I love this canvas head, it's so big, it fits my head. I have a very big head and I find it difficult to make wigs that fit me because canvas heads are so tiny, and those doll heads you have to put on sellotape and elastic and a whole lot of things and pantyhoses and all other sorts of things to make it fit my head. I love it, so on. And they posted pictures of it, so I was like, okay, you know what, let me buy a canvas head on AliExpress, and I bought it. It took 6 months to arrive. Ndayithenga ngoJune, yafika ngoDisemba xa kuzovalwa e-post office apha esikolweni. NMMU has a post office, so because I stay in Summerstrand and I stay at Res, I have to put in my Summerstrand address, so obviously it's going to arrive at the Summerstrand post office. It literally took 6 months, and that is no fault of AliExpress. It's the South African post office. It's the economy that we live in. It's problems after problems. It's such an unreliable service. The South African post office is so unreliable. It's unreliable, says it domestic things. I remember my friend sent me headphones via post on the 25 ka June. Zafika on the 20 ka July. Whereas it was literally from Cape Town to here, and it was via Fast Speed Services couriers. So I really wasn't understanding as to why it took so long. But anyway, the South African post office really takes super long to process your stuff when they arrive. So that's where you must give leeway. When it's stuff that is not hair, and when you see the 37 to 57 days delivery, that's where you must give leeway, and you must order. If you want something in the next 3 months, make sure you order them as soon as possible, because it could arrive in 6 months. I know of a friend who bought her grad outfit in December. It did not arrive, so she had to make a plan. So you already spent like money on something, so now you have to do it, like spend it again, because kaloku post office yalapha izixelele ba ayizokwenza nto, ayizoba efficient, ayizoba you are man ba incompetent grit. So guys, when you're buying something else other than hair on AliExpress, you must just give it time. It's not gonna arrive immediately. You're gonna keep getting updates on AliExpress. So I was saying, guys, that you should give it time to arrive. You should be willing to wait. You should be super patient, because the South African post office is literally the pits. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, guys, so out of breath. I went outside for a moment. I'm saying, guys, AliExpress is the #1 go-to shop for online shopping if you want affordable things. Like makeup brushes. There's those Instagram boutique brushes, guys. The Instagram boutique that sell the brushes that they get on AliExpress, they sell them for like 400 rand. And to go AliExpress, guys, a brush are literally like 110 rand at most. Like you would get what's this? You would get like a 10-piece set of brushes for like 90 rand. I think my 10-piece set of brushes I got for like 80-90 rand. Whereas if you're looking at Instagram boutiques that sell the same set of brushes, they're selling it for like 350. And then you just wonder and think, wow, what exactly are you marking up, girl? Are you marking up the world? Because honestly, if I'm 500% profit, that is like ripping people off. And that is basically like setting yourself up for failure, because why are you charging so much? And obviously some people are going to go do their research, and Twitter is a new thing where they plug people now on where you can get something for cheaper. So if you're going to sell something that you bought for 120 rand for 600 rand, that's like, no guys. So yeah guys, AliExpress is your go-to for like the cheap things that are expensive. If you search it, you'd find most places they actually sell stuff that they got on AliExpress. But it's when you're buying from South African people, the benefits or the convenience is the fact that you don't wait so long as if you were buying it yourself. But I'd rather wait than spend 600 rand on Indo that I can get for 90 rand, honestly. So waiting for me is the gist of it. So guys, yeah, that is AliExpress. I don't think there's anything else that I want to say when it comes to AliExpress, guys. I think a lot of people have done AliExpress videos. A lot of people have talked about AliExpress, the hair, the good, the bad, the ugly, you know. Oh yes. I want to tell you guys, if you wait too long for something to arrive, now this is the post office type of thing. AliExpress does give you refunds if your things don't arrive by the time when the protection for customer protection or order protection ends. Because AliExpress has this thing of when you're buying something and it says delivery 37 to 57 days, they have this thing of you can't ask for refunds after a certain amount of time has passed. So if that 60 days, which is 2 months, has passed and your things haven't arrived, you can just before, because they give, I think if something says delivery for 60 days, they give you 70 days order protection. So for that extra 10 days, in that extra 10 days, you can open a dispute and on AliExpress, you tell that no, your things haven't arrived yet, and when you are tracking your things, they aren't even showing where the things are. They give the tracking website is giving you an error message, and then what AliExpress is going to do is they are going to communicate whatever your grievance is with the person that you bought it from, which is the vendor, and then the vendor will communicate with you and be like, hey, can you wait a little bit longer? And then if they don't arrive after like 10 days, we'll give you your refund, or hey, can you wait a little bit longer? Or they'll be like, okay, hey, can we refund you? And then you get your money back. So it's super safe. That's the one thing I love about it. It's a guaranteed safety. It's either you get what you want, or you can take it back and get your money back, or if it doesn't arrive, you can get your money back. So that's the one thing that AliExpress guarantees you for, is that it's safe to use, it's easy to use. All you need to do is open an account and you are ready to go. Don't buy cell phones on AliExpress, guys. They have cell phones. Do not buy. That is just an extra PS. But you can buy screen protectors, you can buy phone covers, buy everything in terms of accessories. I don't like makeup from AliExpress, but some people do buy makeup from AliExpress. I just don't like, when it comes to makeup, I don't like putting what I do not know on my face. So these replica things, they can be quite dangerous. So I have acne prone skin, so if into is fake on my face, and then I have like negative reaction to it, it's not going to be very helpful to me. So you must just be careful with what you're buying, and you must just like be nitpicky, look at the orders, look at people are getting their stuff, and that's about it, guys, when it comes to AliExpress. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me in the comment section and I will respond. Guys, I'm not done with this wig, but thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching How to Nonwabi. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.